as well. Oh, look at that. Typical Greg.
Here comes playing. Oh, my word. Absolutely magnificent. Wait. He rose so
Be a long night. Paquetá, he's played it through. And Bowen's in. It's up for grabs now. He's done it.
A very good evening to everyone, and welcome to the Sunday Night Takeover Show, episode 72. And as you can see, I've got some good people in the panel tonight that's going to be talking about the week of football. And obviously, let's keep it low key. We don't want to kind of put too many commiserations. West Ham was shite, so that we get that out of the way and we can carry on from there, basically. But first of all, let's say hello to Jeff. It's been a while, my good friend. How are you? And welcome on to the actual show again.
I'm good, thanks, Tony. Thanks for having me on. It's been a while since I've been able to catch you on a Sunday evening, so fingers crossed we have a good show, eh? Tottenham fan in, so it should be.
It's all them cruises you keep going on, son. That's why.
Good for some entertainment, anyway. Well done for getting us spud in.
No, Dermot's good anyway. And on that note, we will say hello to Dermot as well. Welcome back onto the show, Dermot. And at least you're in the doghouse like we are as well. So you're not alone in that case.
Well, can I just say we're crapper than you? West Ham will stay up. I mean, that says something. That it took us 70 minutes to have a shot on target. So
we only had one a whole game.
That's down to good defending, mate. That's what that's down to.
I don't know what it's down to, but anyway, thanks, Tane, for having me on. Always a pleasure coming on here. The only West Ham fan I truly like and respect, to be honest.
Thank you.
The rest of them just like blowing bubbles. Apart from you, Bowling Lounge, I like you as well. And anybody who's a West Ham fan in the chat. But the rest of them that go to stadium, you just like blowing bubbles. Fair enough. Don't get it, but whatever you do, whatever you want to do, you do with your pastime. Not up to me.
At least our song's original, Dermot.
Yeah, that is so true. Move on.
Yeah.
Yeti, welcome back, my friend. How are you? And well, put it this way, that glowing smile just says something altogether, really.
100%, man. I'm absolutely buzzing because I don't have any issue with this Dermatron guy. Big up to you. But the other Spurs fans this week was giving it the big one. Oh, it's only Forest. We're going to beat Forest and stuff like that. You know what? Keep fucking disrespecting us. Keep disrespecting us. Because, like Cluffy said at one point, if you count us out, then you're in for trouble. And with Spurs today, we beat them 3-0. You know, they offered nothing, to be honest. So, bring it on. Keep disrespecting us.
We did offer you something. We offered you 2 drinks for 1.
Well, yeah, I mean, maybe. But I mean, I wasn't there, so I didn't get to.
We offered you a nice away part at the stadium. We offered you good food. We offer you a lot of things today. We offered you 3 points. You know, we gave a lot today to you lot. You know. Yeah,
in that respect, yes. And we accept it. And thank you very much. And enjoy your relegation.
I will. I'm looking forward to Lincoln away and Bristol City away next season. It's going to be fun. Millwall, anyone? No.
No, we know that one ourselves.
Thank you for having me on. That was the first thing.
Of course, mate, of course. I'll say like to Budgie first of all, and then I'll bring the other man on as well. How are you, Budge? Good to see you as well, mate.
I'm all right, thank you, mate. Yeah, doing well and looking forward to this. Yeah, thank you for having me on.
Good. And let's bring this man in and commiserations to him as well. If the screen will let me go down to him, there it is. Jez, good evening. Welcome on the show, and thanks for coming in, mate. It's not Not a good day for some of us, that's for sure, mate.
We've got a full house of misery and then a buoyant Yeti.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
How are we, Jez?
Well, you and I and Budgie and the Boolean Lounge, we've talked in the past about one of the most upsetting cup finals ever was Arsenal West Ham 1980. I've been to 16 cup finals now, and that was the worst I've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was no fight, no ambition. There was players there that shouldn't have been on the park. You know, what pisses me off is it took me just on 2 hours to get there, £100 on a ticket, 11 quid damn near on a fucking match programme.
Excuse me.
And then getting out is a nightmare, as you know, getting out of Wembley. And I drove up to just outside of Wembley and got the train in. Now, you know, when you go to a game, you expect to see something, don't you?
Yeah.
A little fight, give it a go. There was nothing from minute one till there was
That
nothing.
was shocking, Jez.
It was dead. I mean,
Jez, you sure you weren't watching the Tottenham game instead?
mate, yeah.
You were just describing
I
our match. I
listening-
just wondering, were you watching that instead of the cup final?
You know, I was listening. to you.
I forgot about that.
But that was the most awful cup final I've ever been to in my life. It was shockingly bad. No ambition, no fight, and it all died. I was chatting to a couple of guys next to me, right? Never met them before in my life, Arsenal fans, nice fellas. And I said, I'll tell you what, mate, if we carry on like this is 10 minutes before the end of the first half. I said, we're going to fucking lose this. And they were like, father and son, they're going, yeah, you're right, mate. You're right. We've got no fight in us. We're not doing anything. He said, the tactics are shocking. And this fella, he maybe about my age, he's an elder guy. And he said, this manager, mate, he's absolute dog shit. And I said, yeah, I agree. And he was basically saying what I've been saying for 6.5 years. And I can tell you this right now. At the end of that game, right? I mean, I'm up in the gods. You know the big video screen, right? I sat 4 rows behind that. Yeah. And there was a lot of people up there and around were booing Arteta at the end of that game.
Yeah, even the commentary mentioned it, mate.
Yeah. Well, I didn't hear the commentary, man, but yeah.
Clearly not.
A lot of fans, Budgie, were getting fucking pissed off. Half time, people were moaning, and it was not a nice atmosphere. I won't lie. It was not a happy atmosphere. Excuse me. Traditionally expect a cup final.
Worst cup final I've ever seen, Jez, to be honest.
Worst cup final, mate, I've ever been to. I swear down.
Jeez, I was feeling like I wasn't going to have much to contribute because I fell asleep during it, and I'm feeling like I'm grateful that I did now.
I was too busy trying to get over our defeat to actually watch it. But look, just to ask your question, Jez, right, on that, do you feel today's defeat against Man City might spark Man City into a bit of a revival for going for the league?
100%.
Does that worry you?
I totally agree, mate. Look, this is one thing I feared. The one thing I feared. Look, they got a game in hand. We got to go up the and play them, right? And if they win their game in hand and we lose, they're only 3 points behind. This is not going to have a good effect on the team.
No.
Yeah, we'll come on to that. Let me just get on the chat first of all. I'll come on to that, Jez, because there was something I noticed in the game as well, funny enough. Good evening to you, as we were saying. Great watch alongside today, Tom. Congratulations. Thank you very much on that. And also, I say that to EE as well, because He's also done me. He's done a triple shows today as well. So fair play to Yeti for doing that as well.
Fair play to both of you, chaps.
No, thank you, mate. Matt saying hopefully a better result when we play Wolves next. That's not going to be an easy one. And
You're
obviously,
going to get 3 points there, Tony. That's a given for you, lot.
hopefully, mate. Hopefully, we need to kind of turn up. We can't do what we did today. That's for sure. Matt saying Yeti, great win for the Forest. Definitely agree on that one as well. Yeti, good evening, my friend. You must be like a dog with two today.
100%.
Big up to Daz and Tony and everyone he's saying, and everyone's saying like each other. Sharky, good evening as well. And he's also been a member for 14 months, so fair play to you as
Congratulations, Sharky.
Harry saying, good evening, all you beautiful people. And of course, like, you know, for the other people.
Yeah, big up, Harry.
And he says there, come on, you fucking irons. Everyone's saying hello. Good evening, Ray. I hope you're keeping well as well. Matt saying, obviously, for Dermot, up the Spurs.
Yeah.
Harry's letting us know there's a player for Remo in the Brazilian league called Pikachu. I shit you not.
Pikachu. There's a player in the Brazilian league called Pikachu.
Can we have him?
Pikachu.
Yeah.
Can't believe it.
Man.
Can't believe it.
Everyone say hello to each other, which is always nice. Harry's saying, hoping for Budgie, Anthony, Fuzzy, Mickey, Chelsea, and Jose tonight. What's the chances? We never know, mate. You know, I'm sure people.
Well, you got one of them.
Well, Michael Chelsea will probably be in hiding because when they lose, he don't show up anymore.
Well, he's saying he's doing the Formula One thing at the moment. He's doing that.
That's a good way out of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
There ain't no Formula One this weekend, is there?
Exactly.
No, there isn't.
Exactly.
Maybe he's playing one of them FIFA. I don't know. Maybe he's playing one of them. It could be that.
Yeah, playing it on PlayStation, probably.
Yeah. If we don't beat Wolves, then we deserve to go down, which is probably true in that respects. Big up Stephanie as well. Even in your schlags.
That's not me, by the way. You've got somebody keep coming into your channel pretending to be me. That's not
of
me.
course, yeah. I noticed because obviously it's got the whole full. Yeah, that was from a bygone name. That one. That's a bygone name, isn't it, for you? Good evening, Frog. Good evening, Gentlementals. Yeah, a long way to go. Yes, let me say it as well.
I'm back in the set. I need a piss.
No, mate. I'm going to scroll down. Usual saying, Daz, it's the biggest game of the season without a shadow of a doubt. The Wolves game. Pepsi saying West Ham channel all talk about West Ham. No, not at all. We're talking about all of it. Look, we've got all sorts in it today. We're not just about West Ham, that's for sure.
Is there anybody happy with their team in it apart from Yeti? Are we all down about our team? Is Yeti the only happy one here?
Yeah. I think he's the only one that deserves the happiness at the moment. None of us lot can. You know, we can't be happy, can we?
I think for me, Dermot, is looking at. I think like saying which I'm going to go to Jez with is the fact of you expect your team to at least go into a game and give their all. You know, even if you lose a game, you don't mind if they put the effort in. You know, because then you can say,
especially in a cup final.
Well, not just a cup final. You know, a cup final, yeah, but any game really. You know, you want to see the team do their bit, and when they don't do that, then it's a case of when you think. Listen, what Jez is paid out: £100 to do this, £11, to get for a program of all things.
Yeah, plus driving up there and back. That's not cheap from where he's from where you live, is it, Joe?
Like that, it's a case of why do you put yourself out? You know, when you think about Jez has made that journey, 2 hours. He's saying there. You know, you think West Ham fans travelling up the Villa. And then you've got to make that journey back again, kind of thing. You know, when you look at things like that, you just want your boys to go out there and give you a game because at least you can turn around and say, at least they've given it a go.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
the result,
you got to feel sorry for people like young Jake Cox and his dad Richard. You know, I mean, they've travelled up from Somerset this morning. They set out at like 6 o'clock this morning to get up there for the Villa game. And they go out there and there's nothing from West Ham, absolutely nothing. So you can feel bad for people like them that have travelled all that way for nothing. You know, not even any desire from the team or anything.
It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable.
Absolutely, yeah. Unacceptable is the right phrase.
Budgie, the thing is, mate, when I got in the grounds, I got in the ground about 15, 20 minutes before kickoff. The atmosphere at the Arsenal end was fucking dead.
Really?
It was dead. There was no. I mean, all right. There's a few people trying to sing that arse-white North London United shit song that I hate. Absolute hate.
You sang. You sang it.
Did I?
You sang it. Mate, I saw you. I was watching Sky Sports and I saw you when they were singing it, and I saw you singing it, and I've got that on cam. I've got that clipped.
Yeah, I don't even know the fucking words, mate. I don't know the
You
words.
sent me the clip, didn't you, Yeti? You sent me the clip of it. Yeah, you tagged me in it. I see you, Jez, there singing North London is ours.
It was flat. It was absolutely flat. And I thought, I ain't been to Wembley for a very long time. But I'm thinking, what's going on? I mean, I'm on my own. I don't know the people around me, you know, and I just got chatting to people. And it was like, yeah, well, I said to these guys, you know, what do you expect today? I think we should do it, don't you? And they go, well, maybe. And I'm thinking, hang on, mate, you're at a cup final. When you're just going, I'm up for it. I'm buzzing.
Yeah.
I'm up for Wembley. Yeah. You know, come on. We haven't been here since 2020, you know, and it was obviously no fans at the ground. I said, come on, you know, this is it. You know, we're going to beat Man City here today. And they were like, yeah, well, maybe. And I'm like, fucking hell. It was like being in a morgue. I swear to you.
That's ridiculous, guys. That's ridiculous. But Jez, send me a pound. Otherwise, I'm releasing that clip of you singing that song.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
Ransomware. Let's just go from there. Stephanie saying to you, Dermot, look on the bright side, Dermot. Top 20 is still on. There you go. It's still on for you.
Yeah, it is. Somebody sent me today a gif of the life of Brian. Do you know when they're all on the cross?
Yeah.
Start singing, always look on the bright side of life. That's what they sent me today. I feel like that fella that night has got his legs chopped off, his arms chopped off, and he says, but it's only a scratch. That's how I feel today as a Tottenham fan. It is only a scratch.
Wow. Just going to go for the West Ham people in here. He said, sack Nuno. Good evening to Pierre, to the Tom as well. Spurs losing was possibly the worst result for us after our loss. Spurs will stay up, no doubt about having it, he's saying. You
know. Not sure on that one from what I saw today.
My laugh in there, Perry, is get ready for the Premier League because we're heading straight for the Championship. Really, truly
good.
Yeah, what? You look at the positives, though. It will be the best ground in the Premier League, in the Championship for a long time.
I know Jez will miss us. I know Jez would definitely miss us. He'll go in the morning for a season. He'll miss us.
I'll be fucking heartbroken, mate.
And then for that one season, you could call North London yours. Just for that season till we come back. We'll lend it to you.
I'll tell you what, I'm absolutely surprised, really, that a club, I mean, let's get it right. Yeah, I don't like Tottenham. I do know a lot of Tottenham fans, actually, and they're decent guys. But I'm so surprised at what is going on at Tottenham for the club. I mean, let's be realistic. Tottenham are a big club. Right, they've got a huge base, massive,
and one of the founding members of the league system as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I can't believe it. I mean, yes, I remember when they got relegated in, what was it, 77?
7. Yeah.
78, something like that.
77. It was the year I was born. We got relegated.
I remember that.
It was your fault then.
Yeah,
it's your fault, mate. Yeah. But, you know, I mean, I don't know. It's just. I don't know what's going on, really. Football's like that shit, isn't it? It's got absolutely
ownership, I'd say, on that one, Jez. I really will. Let me bring this man world hear his comments on the day as well. Good evening, James, from E20.
How's it going, man?
Oh, James.
Yeah, man.
James.
Stephanie put quite a crucial thing here. She's saying, obviously, goal difference could be crucial at the end. 6 goals swing today between Forest and Spurs, and it could be the same for us because we're, I think, minus 20, I believe, which is not good at all. Not good at all. Big up to DJ Graham. Big up the legendary panel, Tom. Yeah, great show this morning. What a pathetic display from the Arsenal, he's saying.
Well, DJ.
I mean, Jez.
I'll bounce, mate. I'm doing a match reaction at 8:30. I've got to
No,
bounce.
we'll put this way. Look, before you go, just say this one and that, before you go, and appreciate you coming in because obviously it can't be easy. All that journey you've made, be there and back as well. Looking at the game for the first half, I think you had 3 shots and City didn't even register a single one. It's like, surely that should have been the drive for you in the second half, but it was the complete opposite.
Well, I think what happened, mate, is chatting to a couple of other fans as well, is we dropped off the pace about 10 minutes before half time. We sort of was sitting back waiting for half time. And then when half time came, we came out, it looked like a totally different team. Or was it Man City came out looking like a 10 times better team? Yeah, I think they did. They proved it. O'Reilly scoring 2 goals. That was it.
You was like a rabbit in the headlights because you've never been there before.
No, we have.
Because in 6 years, Arteta has not took you into those situations. Manchester City knew because they have been in those situations how to deal with it.
Yeah, well, we have been there before. We were there in 2020. But
I know, but I mean, I'm talking about under Arteta.
we were there under Arteta in 2020 when we won the FA
Was
Cup.
you?
Beat Chelsea, mate.
Oh, okay.
So, but I hear what you're telling me. The thing is, Pep Guardiola schools Arteta every time. Only once in this 6.5 years has Arteta beaten Guardiola. Last season, 5-1. It's the only time. Or was it this season? No, it was last season. And you know what I mean? We've still got to go away to the Etihad and play them.
Yeah.
And they've got a game in hand against Crystal Palace yet. So, you know what I mean? Look, we've been here. Look, how many times have we been here? But now, this could be 4 years on the bounce.
Yeah.
We've become the bridesmaid again.
Yeah.
We've been here with like 8 points clear. Then another year, 7 points clear. End up second best. Right? I swear down to you right now. If this manager cocks it again, he's got to go.
He's a fucking clown.
He's got Josh Kroenke was in the ground there today. I see him on the camera, right, on the big screen, right. He must be sitting there tonight thinking, "What the fuck is going on?" Anyway, guys, I've got to bounce. Good to see you all, gentlemen.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Take care, mate.
Be up, Jezza.
Take
Take it easy,
care.
mate.
Take it easy, mate. Thank you, mate.
Oh, Budgie's going to say to you, "You got
Yeah.
your narrow boat yet?"
No,
Right.
Jeff.
narrowboat.
Jeff has got it. Cheers.
Yeah, not me.
Oh, it's not you. I thought it was you.
No, it's Jeff.
No.
Oh, Jeff. Oh, beg your pardon.
Yeah, I got a
You've got to
narrowboat.
be careful nowadays, mate. These
Yeah,
canals-
mate, I could sink on dry land.
Right, I was just going to say, all these narrow boat canals collapsing. You know what I mean? I've been watching on YouTube. It's fucking tragic, really. But anyway, never mind. Move on. I'll see you later, Joy.
See you later, Jez. Take care,
Bye,
mate.
mate.
Have a good show.
See you later.
Take care, Jez. Be there, mate.
James, let's ask you that. What did you make of today's game?
Fucking shit, mate. Let's be real. I don't know what Nuno was doing. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of things really today that's really fucking pissed me off. Is the fact that you go and get rid of Tadibo, right? Because he's injured. Yeah, fine, understand it. It is what it is. You're unlucky there. But why are you changing the whole system when you've got 20 minutes to sort of tell the players what to do? And there's players like Mayers. I've been having a row with someone on Twitter about Mayers. He wasn't even in the squad. Do you know what I mean? And you could go and put Scholes on the right side, centre half. You can go and put Kyle Walker-Peters there. You can go and put Aaron Wan-Bissaka there. For some crazy reason, you go to 4-3-3, and it makes no sense, mate. It makes no sense. It's bad today. And it's not. There's losing games of football that I can accept. Being a West Ham fan, that's what we're used to. But there's ways of losing. And I thought today the way we lost was absolute diabolical. If I speak the honest truth.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
I've got to be honest with you though, James. I was not happy with seeing the three at the back at the beginning anyway, like before kickoff. Yeah, but I wasn't happy with that.
Yeah, but the problem is that he's gone with
They've set up for it.
Yeah, they've set up all week for it. Why are you changing it 20 minutes before the kickoff? Do you mean,
who else are they going to put in? Kilman?
No, I hear that all the time. People keep saying about Kilman, right? You got Scholes who can go there. Scholes has played as a third centre half before on numerous occasions. Kyle Walker-Peters has done it before for Southampton. Like, there's no excuses today. Right? What's better, right? Changing the personnel or changing the system? The system derails the whole squad, right? Whereas the personnel is one player. You just take Tadibo out, put a defender in there, not Kilman. Right, and then that's it, right? And you can get to half time and you can assess it. To go and change the whole system against a Villa side that could have scored 4 in the first half, I think is cowboyish. It's terrible. Do you know what I'm saying? And there's ways of losing. We was never in the game today. Never. No. There was not once in that game where I thought, you know what, here we go. We can go and do something. Got completely outplayed. It's not the end of the world, right? Even though I'm pissed off of it tonight, it's not the end of the world, because if you would have asked for a point out of Aston Villa and City, you would have took that, right? But nevertheless, there's ways of losing, mate. And I feel like tonight, this is on Nuno, right? People keep blaming the players, but if the players don't know where to go and what to do, and they're in two different systems, then to me that goes to Nuno at the end of the day, not players.
True.
Nuno tends to stick to his players and then work to his style instead of changing that up. So that's quite weird in a sense with having Nuno as our manager.
He's done it quite often with us,
it's quite weird that.
Whereas with you, there's more stability. With us,
I
mean, put it this way, to kind of summarise it, and I will bring in one guy who's just sitting in the green room at the moment. To summarise it, from us taking the lead in that, we've lost 20 points. That just kind of sums up the way their season's gone, and some of that is down to what Nuno does. So there's that. But we're all doom and gloom apart from Yeti. But let's bring this man in, because I think he must be beaming like a Cheshire cat, because his team's doing so very well with his lovely manager.
But wait a minute, Tom. You wanted Nuno. Can you remember when you said you wanted Nuno?
Yeah, I've got no problem with Nuno.
Now you've got him. So there you go.
I'll stick with him in that, but we could also...
The thing is, right, at the end of the day...
Be up, Michael.
For me, Tone, right, there's ways of losing. There's just ways of losing, and we could have been 4-0 down. The problem is 2-0 doesn't look that bad.
It's right here, but it doesn't look good.
Like 2-0 doesn't look that bad, right? But if we lose 4-0 today, it looks terrible. That's the mentality of the situation for me.
Fix the lines on it.
Yeah. What I don't understand, and you're right, James. Before the game, losing to Debo 15-20 minutes before kickoff, it's a real blow. You're working on the 5 at the back. He switches to a 4.
Why is Jeff on mute, and all I'm hearing is some American bird?
That's what I'm hearing.
He's having off.
Tone, you're on mute now, and also.
I think it's good.
So, evening, Tom. Evening, the panel.
It's like We've never played.
Michael?
Help every single one who's well. It's been a while since we've all done this. So, look. In terms of Chelsea, I mean, what is there to say about yesterday? Look, the players are not trying. The manager's out of his depth. The ownership is shit. I checked out of it weeks ago, Tom. I checked out of the whole thing weeks back. Paris Saint-Germain, look, we all knew we were going to lose to them anyway. I mean, they battered us, Tom. But the recent Premier League games, it's just not good enough, Tom. I'm not blaming Rossini because it's beyond that. It's beyond that. It's the ownership, Tom. 2 billion spent, and that's what we get. The goalkeepers. Oh my God. I don't know who's worse out of the two, Tom. They're a joke, both of them.
Yeah, I agree on that.
I mean, I can't believe it. I mean, we had someone like Petr Cech once in goal. I mean, it's bloody joke, Tom. The players are not good enough either. Doesn't matter who we have at centre back at all. Doesn't matter. Well, what do you do with that, Tom? What do you do with this? Honestly.
Well, the fact of it was I think you signed like 7 players.
Yeah.
To go with the other 100 that they already had.
Yeah, but you're out, Budgie. We were never in that game. And Everton, look, fair play to Everton. They deserve to win the game. You know, I'm not going to say otherwise.
They seem to do that. They do seem to have their tails up at the moment, don't they, Everton?
They do.
I think they're giving everybody a game.
Yeah.
True.
You know what, Budgie? I was so glad that Goodison was no more, you know. And then, well, that place is becoming like Goodison, isn't it?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the intention, isn't it? You know what I mean? But the thing is, as anybody, well, Arsenal fans will know, Man City fans will know, we know, and Tottenham will know, moving to a new stadium is never easy. Don't matter whether you call it home or not, you have to make it your home. And it takes time, you know.
Should never be done. Should never be done. Should never move away from your fucking history.
Well, I agree with that to some degree, but the thing is, you know, like, just imagine if your owner, you know, what's his name? Mariakis, is it? Him?
Mary Nickers.
Yeah, him. Imagine if he said, right, I'm going to put 8 billion into the area, build a new stadium, hotels, etc., etc., etc. How would the Forest fans react to that?
He was offered the chance and he turned it down to keep us the City Ground.
Okay. So he's more inclined to use the money for other stuff then, rather than for a stadium and etc.
He wanted. We was offered the chance to go to. I think it was Taunton or Clifton or wherever it was, and he paid the money to make sure that we kept the City Ground because the City Ground has massive history with it,
of course,
and he realizes that. Same as your guys' ground before, what it was called, you know, that has
Upton
massive
Park.
history. Yeah, Upton, that's it. Sorry, mate. I couldn't remember what
That's all right.
Upton
But the thing is, though,
you know,
our owners don't give a shit about the history. They don't give a shit about the current, the present, and they don't give a shit about the future either. All they care about is their bank balance. And how good they look on TV, which is usually pretty shit. But
this is why I say that Marianakis has got Forest at heart. The fact that he keeps
probably has.
Just keeping your grand is a massive thing. It's a massive thing.
Yeah, agreed.
Just want to cover on this what Trojan's been talking about. I mean, he's mentioning here about the FA Cup, you know, the actual cup game today.
Yeah,
it seemed to be, as you put in there, the same 2 teams going for the same competition. And he said You know, I thought that they like diversity nowadays, but if you're not good enough, you're not going to get there. But that's where I suppose you pay the big bucks to get these players in to try and do a job.
Yeah.
I don't know what your thoughts of that as well. I mean, like Pierre Latombe saying, to be honest, with the FA Cup semis being played at Wembley, barring the top 6, any other team is happy to make the semis.
Yeah.
Harry's saying,
I would have said Villa Park.
Villa Park.
I would have said Villa Park, but we've had a shit day of it today.
Yeah, yeah, not the same now, is it? That's for
not
sure,
the Marlon Harewood screamer against Barrow a few years ago. That
remember
was
them days?
20 years ago it'd be this year, Tony. Yeah, that.
Bloody hell, man, that just shows it all, doesn't it? That just say it all. Harry's asking someone get a blanket and a Werther's original because he seems a bit too laid back in his chair at the moment.
I'll be honest, I do hope you guys stay up though. I do hope you guys stay up and drop those spuds back to the championship. Well deserved, because they've been in situations so many times now. Nothing's going right. The players are a problem, and they'll all leave anyway if they go into the championship. Sorry, Dermatron, but you know, I was going to say how it is.
I suppose, Dermo, when you look at it, he was nearly like that. Was it last season? 18th, was it?
Yeah, we were 13 points clear last season. We're back where we started on the ranch, but last season we were 13 points clear. This year's just been a disaster from the summer onwards. We sacked Ange. Look, footballing wise, you can't stay in the job if you've lost 22 Premier League games. It's impossible. I know winning a trophy is great, but you can't just say to a manager, right, you won us a trophy, but if you look in the league, he had to go. We brought in Thomas Frank. It hasn't worked. We waited too long to sack him. We've brought this idiot in. I know an idiot's harsh word. He has lost his father, apparently, today after the game. So I think all our thoughts go out to him. That's tough. On a human level, that's, our thoughts go out to him.
Yeah.
On a footballing level, he has to go. My biggest fear, and I don't know what Michael thinks about this, my biggest fear is, and I always said it, we needed to be safe by the time we play Chelsea. And I know we're not going to be safe by the time we play Chelsea. We could head to Stamford Bridge and Chelsea could relegate us.
Yeah.
That is probably some of Chelsea fans' biggest dream. For me, it's my biggest nightmare.
Yeah.
But it's not the manager. It's been the players. It's been the ownership. And you look at Chelsea, you look at West Ham, you look at wherever. West Ham have more fight in their little finger. I know you lost today, guys, right? But generally, over the last month, West Ham have showed more fight in the league than Tottenham have.
Yeah, but the difference is on this is that West Ham are getting to the line, but we're not getting over the line. And that's a problem for me. For how well West Ham have played over the last few months, we're still not at the relegation zone.
No, you've got a habit of don't please nasty to you, but your players know what it's like to fight down there. You know what it's like to grind
100%, mate. But the problem is, right? The problem is with us is that we've done so well, but we're still there.
No, I agree.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because what it is, like the fan base at the minute is a bit mixed on it, right? I look at Nuno and I think, right, until you can do the job in hand and get us clear, then you start getting some praise. I can't give praise to a manager that's still in the relegation zone because it means nothing. Like if we go down, it'll mean nothing. Do you know what I mean? For what he's done in the last 2 months, it means sod all. So there's an issue. We've got an issue there with us currently right now where we're no further forward. Like the game against Wolves is probably one of the biggest games in West Ham's recent history, right? That game, we have to win that game. If we don't win that game, right? Spurs, Leeds, Forest all play over that weekend. We're the first game before all of them. We're either going to be level on points with Forest, or we could be 6 points adrift, right? Of certain teams. And the thing is, there is no more time. Right, we have to win them games. Do you know what I mean? I think the April fixtures for me will decide it with West Ham.
I agree.
We've got Wolves, we've got Palace away. the Everton game's an interesting one, yeah, because if we beat Leeds in the FA Cup, that Everton game becomes a night game between Brentford and Arsenal, right? And it'll go bang in the middle of there. So we could have 3 games in a week instead of having like 1 game a week. James,
I've got a question though. Would you rather go down and get rid of Sullivan and Brady, which is a big issue for you guys, than stay up and keep them?
There's no guarantee that he goes, though, mate.
I don't think it's either or. I
Right.
don't think it's a nice scenario to ask a question, but I don't think it's actually a real thing. I don't think they go if we go down.
He's too much of a stubborn bugger, yeah, that's the problem.
Yes, the same question we've asked in our fan base. Would we take relegation to get rid of Enoch? There's no way that Enoch will sell. Why would Sullivan and that sell if you're in the Championship?
Sullivan ain't selling, mate.
Well, you're more likely to get a buyer coming in if you're a Premier League club than you are.
No, I agree on that.
I think it puts us in massive trouble if we go down into the Championship and Sullivan's there. Do you know what I mean? As I say, the only hope we've got is if we can stay in the Premier League and then we can push Sullivan out the door because we are a Premier League club. There is no reason why no one wouldn't be attracted to buying a Premier League club. Do you know what I mean? But in the Championship, can I see Sullivan taking a hit on his asset? No. No one here who's got an asset would go, you know what, I'm gonna take a hit on it when you haven't got to. All you got to do is fire money at it and get us back up to the Premier League a year later. Do you know what I mean? It's just
true.
It just kicks the can down the road for me.
Yeah, true.
That's the worst thing as a fan though, when you've got like owners that aren't about the team or anything like that, that they will still stick around. Even though when it sort of goes, that is the worst thing for a fan.
They sold us down the river by that one, years ago, unfortunately. When we was warned by Birmingham City fans, we was warned, you know. Big up to Hammer Time. Good evening to yourself as well. Even to everyone.
Big up, mate.
And I mean, Trosh says, you know, he'll be happy if we do go down, but he says as long as no VAR is introduced to the Championship. Won't be that far from it. Pillsfield's in a belly ache, shall we say, in there. Arteta's favourite cost us again. Big up to AFC always. Hammer Time's saying though as well, he just doesn't see us, you know, West Ham getting out of the bottom 3, unfortunately, like James has kind of alluded to. We're not too careful.
But if you go down, don't you get like a 90 million parachute payment? Is that through the playoffs though?
You get nearly 200 million, you know, all being told.
But that's just going to go to them, isn't it?
Oh, guarantee that, mate.
It will.
Guarantee that. You know, not being funny in that, we've already seen some money disappear in that. You know, Declan Rice money is just one of them in itself. Comment of the night so far is from Pepsi. My girlfriend just said, "Is this the cast of the new Full Monty movie?"
Well, is he asking us all to strip off? Does he want us all to strip off then?
Yeah, mate.
Not happening.
Yeah. It's fucking cold out. There's no chance.
I ain't showing my fucking man boobs.
Hold on, Frog's saying at Hammer Time, we do have a secret weapon. It's called Spurs.
Can I just say, he comes into my chat every stream, Frog on the Wall. I like him a lot. I do respect him. I don't respect a lot of West Ham fans, but I respect these gentlemen here, these 4 here. I've opened up my respect to West Ham fans to 4 now. So that's an improvement.
Same here.
But yeah, I just want. Do you know what? Whatever happens, just get it done because I'm just so sick of this season.
Yeah.
I know you guys must feel the same at West Ham. I'm just sick of it now. Just want it done one way or the other. Get it over with. You're talking about April for West Ham. For Spurs, April's games, we've got Sunderland away, Brighton at home, and Wolves away. I mean, I can't see a win out of there. I cannot see us getting anything out of Sunderland. We won't beat Brighton because we crap at home.
You're terrible, to be honest.
Yeah, but the thing is, the game, just for argument's sake, Spurs win a game. West Ham have to win the same game.
Yeah, they do.
And-
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So that's where the problem is with us right now, is that it's not in our hands. Whereas it has been in our hands a few times and we've let it go. Do you know what I mean?
I think it'd be in your hands by we play Sunderland. I think you will beat Wolves. I think you will get 3 points down.
I think that's a must. I think that's a must.
I think we're going to get 3 points against Arsenal, if I'm honest.
The Wolves game
I just
for us
think we will.
becomes the same as what the Forest game was for Tottenham today.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Absolute spot on.
Mm,
I
good
can
shout.
see this going to the last game of the season. I can see it going to the last
Leeds.
game. You at Leeds, us at home to Everton, and my mate did a prediction, and he had West up staying up by 1 point, and he's a Man United fan, and he actually put it into the computer, let the AI run it, and he had West Ham staying up by 1 point. And us getting relegated by a point.
I've spoke to people who are like stats geezers, like proper like statistician geezers, and they've turned around and said that West Ham can do this, but they have to win the games at the right times, right? And they have to make sure that they get ahead of the pack before the final 2 games of the season.
Are they the same people that give you the horse racing odds?
They do give me some good odds, mate, on that. I must admit, I've had some good winners. So yeah, welcome to my new Crimbo.
Yeah.
But no, these geezers have never let me down. These are the ones who told me that Lopetegui was on his way. Like these people know what they're talking about. And for me, right, as a result today, it's bad. But as a where we are with points wise is exactly where West Ham was always going to be. Like, if you would have asked any West Ham fan before the Manchester City game that you're going to get a point out of the next 2, they would have took that. Do you know what I mean? I think the way we play today, it's the performance today rather than the points, right? Because we're still in amongst it. If we go and beat Wolves, right, we're at the relegation zone. It goes over to them, goes over to everyone else, and the pressure maintains. The issue is the next 2 games fall in West Ham's favour, big time in the Premier League. Right, the Wolves game on the Friday night, we're the first, and then the final game of the following week, we play Palace away on the Monday night. So we've got a 10-day swing, right, of basically getting players back, fitness, everything. But then we also know what we've got to do on either side. Like we win the game, we're out of it. If we come to the Palace game, we know what we've got to do.
Is that kind of underestimating the opposition, though?
Not really, because if we have to win games now. Like we can't. A draw is as good as a loss. Do you know what I'm saying? I think draw's last result. Really, if I'm being honest, like if you're 2-0 down and you claw it back to a 2-2 draw, then you can sort of accept it. But if we're 2-1 up with 2 minutes to go and we give it away, then that's going to feel like a defeat. Like a point means nothing there. Do you know what I mean? Because what it is, the goal difference on our side is, I think it's -21, right? We need to be ahead of these teams because the goal difference. Like unless we go and beat Wolves 5-0, which I can't see happening. Do you know what I mean? Then it's a different ball game. But it is what it is.
That's true. I mean, Pierre Latombe puts it here, it sums up West Ham version in a nutshell here. What it is with us, whenever we have a chance to make a difference, we mess it up. Even in '86, when we were looking to win the league, every time Liverpool and Everton dropped points, West Ham would drop more. And that's probably that sums up West Ham in a nutshell.
Right. Every time we're given an opportunity, we don't seize it.
Yeah.
We don't take the chance.
Yeah.
That worries me though, Jeff.
Yeah.
Because it seems like every single time this season, Man United at home, we had the opportunity to get out of there, we didn't. Bournemouth, there's a possible win there, we didn't. Like, there's too many games where we just let it go.
Really running out of games now as well. Really running out of games.
And the thing is, right, it's more to the fact that it's if we solid it up in a game, it ain't the end of the world, right? But now it's reversed now that West Ham have to go to Wolves at home on the Monday and win. A draw's no good. Like a draw.
Wolves have to.
Yeah.
And it's horrible being in this situation, though, isn't it? Where you're sort of like fighting relegation, you've just got to keep it going, and you want your team to turn up and just like what we did with Tottenham today, and just fucking beat them and make it clear. it's such a horrible feeling to be in this. I mean, we've not been in the Premier League for like 23 years, and it's like took us time to sort of work us way back. But it's just so soul destroying to like see where you are and actually like try and build it back. I get it, guys. I do get it.
Yeah,
the thing is with Forest though, I don't think they look like they're in trouble.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The way we've been playing, well, especially today, and the way Tottenham have been playing recently, we look like we're in trouble.
Yeah.
Forest don't.
We did
Forest,
today.
yeah.
we did.
We have done though. We have done. We have looked like we're in trouble, but
Okay.
we've now kind of turned it round.
Yeah, but the only thing I will say to that
Beetle.
is when Forest come back after the international break, they've got Villa at home, right? And there's a possibility that they could play Villa in the Europa League and all, right? Which is, I'm going to be honest, I don't think Forest are out of it by any stretch. I think 3 points is nothing. Yeah, that can be turned around in a blink of an eye, right? But if Forest play Villa, I think it's in the semi-final or quarter-final, I think it is, one or the other.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I would rather Forest be playing a Premier League side rather than a European side, because they're both going to go at it consistently. I don't think anyone is fully out of it. I don't think anyone's fully relegated at the minute, if I'm being truthful. Like, do you know what I mean?
Leeds are in it still.
To be honest, I don't think we've deserved to be in the Europa League the way we are. We haven't played very well in the old Europa League, beating Malmo, and Midtjylland have done better than us, but we managed to beat them in the last 16. You know, I don't think we've deserved to be where we are, but we are where we are because of what we've done. We deserved it in the last game to get rid of Midtjylland, but in the Europa League, I don't think we've been that great at all. I don't think we've been that great in the season either. I mean, we've got 5 fucking managers. 5 managers. It's shocking. It's shocking. And Marianakis, I mean, if we end up going down, because it's still possible, let's not fucking call shit. Let's not say that we beat Tottenham today and we're now going to stay up, because that's not the way it works. It's got to carry on with what we're doing, you know. And it's like, you know, we've got to be better at the end of the day.
But the thing is with that though, when you know, sometimes it doesn't always have to be kind of, you know, cream football. You know, you have to fight hard in a game and that. And
yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I've actually asked this question.
I think Arsenal need to learn that on that cup final.
Well, we'll come to that part. But how did you feel when Vitor Pereira was actually kind of taken on? Did you feel like he was the one that's going to turn it around, or do you feel like it was a case of, has he picked the right man here, or is it one of those where it's like he didn't have a good track record before, so why are we taking him on? I mean, it's bad enough, I suppose, when you got Deitch.
To be honest, didn't know much about him, but it weren't Ange Postecoglou, so I was happy.
I suppose there is that as well. Yeah,
that one was shocking. That one was shocking.
You know,
it's great football for 10 games.
Yeah.
That one was shocking.
Chelsea and Man City get away with murder with normal teams get points taken off within the weeks in this league. Yeah, we've seen that with certain things. That's for sure. Matt Rainey's saying to Jez when he was here, if for some crazy reason you don't win the Premiership or any other title this season, would you get rid of your manager? Well, we know Jez definitely wants to get rid of Arteta, that's for sure. Me personally, never liked him, nor his attitude. Yeah. But you imagine that, you know, Arsenal, 1 minute is all banging on about them having the quad. Now it's a treble. You know, do you guys on the panel think that City winning this final today and that is that the turning point now for the rest of the season?
First game, the first game back in the Premier League. I don't know who Arsenal have got. Whoever they've got, if they fail to win that game, then I think the cracks might start appearing. You also don't know who they're going to get in the FA Cup. I expect them to go past Southampton. Yeah. Now, they could have us, which would be interesting. Do you know what I mean? Or they could have someone like Man City in the semi-final.
Yeah, but everybody beats you.
Well, you didn't beat us at your gaff, did you, son? You beat us at
Okay, apart from that, forget that.
The City ground's our best performance of the season. Mate. What is
it is actually.
Do you want the Arsenal fixtures for the Premier League?
Yeah,
go on, Butch. What have they got?
Right, so obviously they got Southampton in the FA Cup quarterfinals on the 4th of April, and then it's Champions League game. Then they've got Bournemouth next on the 11th at Arsenal.
Okay,
Bournemouth's going to be a tough
at Arsenal, yeah. And then they've got City away. Then they got Newcastle at home, Fulham at home, us away. So West Ham will be at home, and Burnley, and then final game Palace.
It is interesting if they lose to Bournemouth. I don't know who City have got. If they win that game and then they play each other the following week,
even a draw in that game would be
really
ideal for City.
Because
then what it is, City can turn a. If they draw and City win, that's 2 points, and then if City go and beat them, that's 5 points deficit, and then you start cutting it down rapidly. Then, do you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't surprise me if West Ham turn them over though at the LS. Like that just wouldn't surprise me. Like West Ham will probably go and lose against a team, and then we're going to beat Arsenal or something. It's just on the cards, isn't it?
Yeah, it was quite ironic in that game today when you think Rice kind of dominating the midfield area, taking all the free kicks. For the last 15, virtually playing in the back five.
City are away to Chelsea the week before they play Arsenal.
Yeah. You'll beat Chelsea.
I
beat Chelsea,
I don't know what's going to happen with them, do you?
Never know what's going to happen with them.
I mean,
that's true.
What the hell is going on there?
Yeah, but they are the only team in the Premier League that can put 75 people on bench.
That's true, Budget. True.
The lower tiers, just all the Chelsea players, Buzz. That's what it is.
Yeah, you know. Fuck the family and friends. Just put our players up there. We might need them.
I mean, Michael. I mean, like, you know, Bowley's still around, isn't he? And I mean, what did you make? I don't think we've asked this, but what did you make of Liam Rosenior being taken on as, you know, your head coach?
Yeah, good point.
Well, it's the kind of model that they're going for now, Tom. They want these young managers these days. I mean, you know me, I want someone like more proven. I wish we'd have gone down the Felipe Luis route or Cesc Fabregas or someone like that. If they want to go back down this route, but I mean, it was always going to be Rosenior. He's at Strasbourg, isn't he? So obviously we've got a bit of connection to them due to Bluco anyway. So yeah, they're getting him in there, aren't they? But look, he's out of his depth. Look, Chelsea at the end of the day, you know, when you get a job like Chelsea, it eats you up. I mean, we had that with Graham Potter. It was too big.
Yeah, so did we.
And yeah, you did, Budgie. You're right.
Michael, you said to me that when Leroy Rosenior took over, he gave a great interview and he's going to be absolutely fantastic for Chelsea.
Because I was like Lopetegui.
Where did that go?
We got an answer for all of these.
Well, as it's the players are not trying. I think that's what it is. I think the players don't have the motivation for certain games. Look, you've seen it with other clubs over the years. Man United are a great example of it. I think Tottenham have got that same issue as well. We just don't have characters. And you know what? We don't have experienced players do it. We don't have players that are in their 30s. We haven't got a Thiago Silva. We haven't got anyone like that, and that's the problem. We haven't got
all your 174 players. None of them are up for it.
Oh, the best centre backs on loan at West Ham at the moment.
But Look, they're
Sums
just.
them up, doesn't it? They've got Garnacho that they're relying on. I mean,
Oh my!
he's just not very good, is he?
No, he's
No.
not.
No, he's
another
not,
one
and
then
he
everyone-
showed that at Man United.
I mean,
mean-
and Donnarumma was only 30 million and he went to Man City.
Yeah.
But we needed a goalkeeper. He would have been perfect for our club. And yeah,
Well,
Man City
Nine,
got-
nine. Nine of them.
Because that's the question I was going to ask you, Michael. And that, why is it you get all these players, and like you kind of alluded to there, 9 goalkeepers, yet Sanchez is is your goalkeeper. He's the weak link for that whole team.
This ownership have got a weird obsession with bloody Brighton in terms of profit and the young players that club has, the overturning value, all that shit.
And their business model.
What have Brighton and Hove Albion won at the end of the day? They've won nothing. And why are we copying a team that's never won anything? It's ridiculous to me.
It's their business model, Michael. That's what it is. It's that. It's because Brighton have been very successful at their recruitment and selling on. They've been very successful at it. Probably the most successful club in the Premier League at that. I mean, look at it. I'm not being funny or nothing. They paid £12 million for a player called Moises Caicedo. Or 8 million. No, 3 million. 3 million they paid for him, I think it was. Some ridiculous amount of money. And sell him to Chelsea for 115. I mean, that's not a bad business model, is it? And that's probably why Chelsea want to emulate it. Because
They want to copy Brighton's Bournemouth's model.
Yeah,
Bournemouth are good.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
Well, G, it's not working for us, is it? And if Sanchez is going to be out the door in the summer, they're going to go for that Van Bruggen, aren't they? Because he's at Brighton. They're always
Or Areola.
and they're going to keep on doing it. I mean, just as well, this lot do have a transfer banning after next season.
Yes, that's right.
With, the whole thing going on. At least they can't go in the market. But they're screwed anyway. They have to sell. So they have to sell the likes of, let's say, Enzo Fernandez, for example.
But they won't be able to do that in that ban either, though, will they?
Yeah. The trouble is, Budgie, it's who's going to pay £100 million pounds for footballers now? I mean, there's only Real Madrid out there, Saudi teams, European teams just don't have that kind of money, do they? Like Serie A clubs, they don't have that. Barcelona are broke anyway, so it's not going to be them.
Yeah.
And Evening to do that as well. And that's the problem we've got. So I don't know why all these football clubs are going down this route of young players. Yeah, it's in order to make profit. I get that. But you got to have proven players in there as well. And we don't have that.
True.
And they don't want to go down that route. They just don't do it. They don't want to do it.
And far too many long-term contracts as well, Michael.
Yeah. We've
You know,
got
like with 6, 8 and 10 years I've seen, in the Chelsea lineup.
That's right,
So,
it is.
I mean, that's a ridiculous thing to do. I mean, okay, I can understand you wanting to tie down somebody like, I don't know, Cristiano Ronaldo in his pomp or, Messi or someone like that. You would want to tie them down to a long term. But I'm not being rude, but Enzo Fernandez, I'm sorry, he's grossly overrated. Grossly overrated.
He is. He is.
And they tied him down to a 6-year contract for about fucking 80 million quid or something ridiculous or whatever it was. Stupid.
Yeah.
Really, really daft.
Let me just go back to the goalkeeper. Bear with me, Michael. I just want to go because I want to go on the goalkeeper situation here. Because this is going to ask Dermot. Now, I was under the impression I thought Vicario was going in for surgery and use Evan Kinski in goal. How comes he started off with him today?
Because he did say he played through the pain and that they're going to do the operation during the international break. Because they've got no faith in Kinski. I mean, he proved what he is 15 minutes into Atletico Madrid game. Our club is a shambles from player to player to player to squads to shambles. Everything is an absolute shambles. We've got no good backup to Vicario. We haven't got a good backup to Van de Ven and Romero. We don't have a striker. I mean, you look at the Forest game today. We were creating chances, but nobody was putting them away. We've got no striker up there. No disrespect to Solanke and Romero, Solanke and Richarlison, but we're just the whole squad is a shambles.
How did Richarlison play today?
Pardon?
How did Richarlison play today?
He didn't turn up.
They really did do a lot, to be honest.
They didn't do anything. I was expecting more from today, but he didn't. He just didn't do nothing. Just there's no fight in this team. These players got no fight in them. They do not want to be on the football pitch. They do not want to be anywhere. They do not want to wear the shirt, for example.
And that's disgraceful.
We had a big thing before the game. 15,000 Tottenham fans got there to see the coach into the stadium. Tried to make it a bit like Everton, sort of, when Everton were going down. And it was like, well, what's the point? And just it's I'm the most Tony will tell you, I'm the most delusional Tottenham fan there is. But even I'm sitting here broken because I don't see where we're going to get out of this. I just can't see us staying up. All of us are now have come to the realization that we are getting relegated.
The only thing
I get what James says about West Ham and all this, but
we wanted it more, and that's disgraceful.
The problem is though, mate. Yeah, I was going to say this quick. Is that basically you've only got to nab a win, and you're 4 points clear of us.
Yeah,
and
I know.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I don't know where that win's coming from. These players have got no confidence. They've got nothing in them. We need to change the manager again. And this is the point I made earlier. We should have sacked Thomas Frank after we lost to Arsenal 4-1 in October.
Yeah.
And we would not be where we are now.
Hey, stop going for that title of having more managers in the season. We've got that title. Don't go for that.
We left it too long. And then when it comes to it, we've left it too late. And if you look to it, you look at West Ham, you look at Forest, you look at Leeds, right? Yes, there's probably 4 teams involved in the last spot. Burnley are probably gone and Wolves are gone, right? West Ham have got experience of fighting relegation, right? So they're thereabouts, okay? And yes, you've been dropping points where you shouldn't have been. And I will grant you that, James. You make very good points in that, and I will take that on board. Leeds look like they want to stay in the Premier League. West Ham want to look like they want to stay in the Premier League. Nottingham Forest look like they want to stay in the Premier League. We don't.
Yeah, but
and it's only so many times you can flirt with relegation, and this has been coming, since the day we sacked Pochettino. This has been a downhill spiral since then.
The only thing I say, is that basically, until Spurs drop in there, I can't believe it.
I get that. I get that.
Right, because the reason being is that for how good we've been playing over the last 2 months, and we've been playing all right, we can't make no mistakes. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
13 points behind us.
Yeah.
In January.
To be honest, I thought Spurs would have us today. To be honest, with the feeling that's going on with Tudor and what he did against Atletico Madrid, there was fight there. So I was worried about the fact that he all of a sudden got the players on side and all that kind of stuff. So I thought he would have us because we struggled to score goals. But today went totally different, and we had you know. And it is a worry for Spurs. Absolutely a worry for
the rot set in for me. The day the rot set in for us was the day when you lot beat us at the Lane. When you won that in the last minute. That game, after when you beat us 2-1 at Tottenham at our place, and I think it was Bowen that got the winner, that's when the rot set in.
Yeah.
And it's been set in this season. As we had warning signs last season, we didn't listen to them. We won the Europa League. Yeah, yippee! It's a great night, a night I never forget. But did we do anything in the summer? No. Did we do anything in January? No. So we deserve to go down. West Ham don't, because at least West Ham do. You watch them players and they fight, and they may not win, and you may be angry with them, and I get it. But at least West Ham players give it their all. At least they care about the shirt they're wearing. At least they care about the badge.
Yeah, but do you know what it is, though, mate? Do you know what it is? Yeah, it's not so much the players not caring or anything like that. It's more to the fact that Nuno's done this too many times this season. But West Ham should know. West Ham should nowhere near be in the relegation zone for the amount of time Nuno's been here. Like, there's about, off the top of my head, it's 5 games that I remember this season where he's been in control of the game, and he's turned a win into a draw, and like a draw into a loss. Like, it's just there's so many times where West Ham have been in the situation to sort this out and they haven't. I feel like, can Nuno win big games in big moments? The only time he's ever done that is once for me recently against Fulham away. Like, he has to go and do that again. Like, do you know what I'm saying? And I think West Ham need 4 wins at the next 7 to make sure that they're definitely out of this. I think they need to beat Wolves, they need to beat Leeds, they need to beat Palace, they need to beat Everton. They're the 4 games that I look at, and I think if we get 4 wins from them, we stay up. Do you know what I'm saying? And anything below that, it has to be either 3 wins, 3 draws, or 4 wins for me. Like,
if you get your win against
but you wanted Nuno. You wanted Nuno. Remember that stream when you turned around and said, I'd love to have Nuno.
No, Nuno was there.
And when he was doing well,
and the thing is, Nuno was there, and we got lucky. Right, let's have it right. You go and sack Graham Potter, you don't know who you're going to get, and then Nuno gets sacked. So it's a no-brainer that you go and get Nuno in there. My problem is with Nuno is he too defensive for a situation that he needs to be proactive in?
He's a defensive coach onto the counter-attack. So you've got to have something in the counter-attack to be able to work it. Like we had Alanga and fucking, the only thing you've got is like Jared Bowen. Get it to Jared Bowen, you can do things.
Somerville.
I said it the other day. Somerville as well, 100% Somerville. But it's like when we did what we did last season, we had a complete counter-attack inside that you could defend it and then drop it over to the forwards. And then the forwards did the business with Woods and all that kind of stuff. I don't think you've got it in the centre, in the centre-forward section, whereas
we've got hard workers up there, but just not finishers.
Yeah, exactly. And that makes a big difference.
It all looked wrong today, though. Tatty looked wrong up there. Pablo looked wrong on the left-hand side. Wan-Bissaka, I don't know what the fuck he asked him to do today. We say he abandoned the 3 at the back. I was watching and I'm thinking, well, have we abandoned? We kind of, it's sort of a 3 at the back at times. Wan-Bissaka was coming in so narrow, like a third centre-back. Bowen was at fucking right full-back. That it was an absolute mess. In fact, I'll tell you what it reminded me of. It reminded me of Tottenham against Fulham, right? When they just looked all out of shape, had no idea what they were doing. And we look like that today. And I don't understand how losing to Debo before the game and setting up for a 5 at the back all week, fine, and look like we've never played with 4 at the back before when it was so successful for us. Nuno got it so wrong today.
But that's where it loses me, though, Jeff. Right, that's where it loses me, because if one player derails this tide, then we've got big problems.
Yeah,
Do you know
I don't
what I mean?
get it. I don't get it.
Like, how can you be preparing all week? Because for me, it wasn't a 5 at the back today. It was a 3-4-3 he was trying to play. Right, he was trying to play a 3-4-3. Right, the issue is that for me, if you're going to make sure you're going to make a change, you've got to change. You just don't change the system. You leave the system alone. You just change the personnel, and you go with like Skulls or Carl Walker-Peters. like someone who can do that job, and you get to half time and then you reassess it. Like the score line doesn't match the performance today. Right, if we get hammered 4-0 today, everyone's going berserk.
That's weird with Nuno though, because when he gets his system and his players, he goes with that. That's why he did the run anyway.
He did that with Forest. But since he's come to us and that, what I saw him when he was managing your lot, it's polar opposites for West Ham for some reason. I don't know why.
Sorry to get in there, Tom. But yeah, I get your point, Budgie. The trouble is with Enzo Fernandez, I don't know how he's the captain of our football club, mate. The only point position I would have him as a 10. Putting him alongside Moses Caicedo's never worked for me. Never has done. I would take the 100 million in the summer. The trouble is, Budgie, we already have a captain there. But the trouble is, we play him out of fucking position. We're not playing him as a right back in Reece James. We're playing him out of position, Budgie. And we do the same with his sister in the women's team as well now. If they've given Reece James a contract, why are you playing him out of position then? He's a right back, and he should be captain of the club. He's been here ever since he was a kid. So therefore, he should be out.
But I suppose in defence of that particular point there, Michael, he is the club captain and therefore is prepared and expected to do whatever, wherever on the pitch. That's what a captain's expected to do, and like Tom alluded to earlier on. James alluded to Jared Bowen in defence today. He's our captain. And he was defending as best he could for as long as he had to,
The captain should lead by example.
Just going to interrupt you guys. Because Dermot's got to drop off now. So say thanks for him for coming on. Appreciate it as always, Dermot.
Yeah, big up.
Take care, buddy.
Dermot, good luck, mate.
Yeah, listen,
I'll give you a sub later.
Bro.
Yeah, thank you so much. Listen, I'll definitely come on after after our game on Sunday, the return of the Premier League time. I'll come on after we play Sunderland. But I just want to end on this. Look, to James's point, I think you're right. You need 4 wins. But look at it this way. If you beat Wolves, we lose to Sunderland, right? If you just keep picking up points, and we are going to drop more points. We're not winning our home games. You look at April, you beat Wolves, and you get 4 or 5 points in April, right? So you get 5 out of 6, and we don't win anything in April. You're safe, because then the gap's going to be that 3 or 4 point gap you're on about. So it's really on us to really put you to the sword than it is on you to put us to the sword.
I agree with you.
Do you know what I'm getting at?
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I'd rather be where West Ham are. I know it's mad what I'm about to say, but I'd rather be hunting yous down rather than yous thinking that you know what I'm saying, because it gives us more of an incentive. The issue
we will be in the bottom 3 by the time we play Sunday when you beat Wolves. Because
I don't think Tudor's going to be there though, mate. I think Tudor's
I don't think he is either. I don't think. Look personally. I mean,
who's next in the door though?
I'm
Sean
sort of
Dyche
along the lines of Harry Redknapp, Tim Sherwood, that sort of manager. I mean, there is talk of Zebra coming in full time and him becoming the permanent manager. So I don't know, but look, I better go and kick Tottenham in the ass. Go down to. I'm going to get my private jet. Going to talk to Enoch. Try to sort this mess out. I'm bringing in James in as defensive coach. I'm bringing Tony in as manager. I bring Bodgie in as assistant manager. And all the rest of you get coaches' jobs. So there you go.
You're definitely going down.
Yeah, go over to the private island and get rid of Joe.
Right,
take care.
Take care, man. Motivation, because I'll motivate him.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. You'll be the motivational coach, but not Eileen Adams, that's for sure. Piella Tom says, surely when he changed the system, the obvious thing to do was to go 4-4-2 and bring on Traore in some of his position. Potter so out of confidence, he was in the wrong replacement for Tadibo. And I think it was, James already said it as well. I mean,
Yeah.
There was other players that could have easily got in there. Cole Walker-Peters would have been the obvious choice, I think, in that respects, rather than Kilman.
Yeah, well, he didn't even get a minute today, did he?
The thing is, nobody does
No.
4-4-2 nowadays. I'd love to see 4-4-2.
We've seen it in a couple of games, but it's so rare, as you said, it's been a rare thing because,
And yeah, but it's not a traditional 4-4-2 as we know it, though, Tony.
No, not anymore.
Yeah.
No, you've got one hiding behind. I mean, Harry's put on here. Nuno made a mistake the day after losing to Debo. Let's put it down to experience. I still believe he and the team have the minerals to keep us up. Let's not all get all Spursy and slag the team. No, and it's not about slagging it.
Can I come in on that?
Yeah, of course.
Can I come in on that time? Sorry, yeah. It's not about slagging the team off, right? Because I think people have got to get this right. They have got to get this into context. We are fighting in a relegation dogfight here, right? Every point matters. And if one of them teams, like Forest, have done a job on Spurs today, yeah, and they've broke clear, right? And for how well we've been doing and all this about Spurs and all that, we're still not out of the relegation zone. And that's the one thing that worries me with West Ham. The longer this goes on, we're still there. Yeah, we're still there, and we should be out of it by now, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that be like clear of danger, and we're going to be like
we're not out of it yet.
Yeah, no one's out of it, but the problem is you can't keep making excuses today. Do you know what I'm saying? It was wrong, right? It was completely wrong from minute one, the moment he changed that system.
Even James.
Do you know what I'm saying?
True.
Like, Tone, I asked you, Tone, like, what did you think? Like, because you've set up all week from 3 at the back, and then you go 4.
The thing was for me is like the first 10 minutes of the game we looked all right. We did look all right, and then for some reason we just kind of, for me, we allowed Villa to come into the game. We sat back so much that Onana was running the midfield for Villa. He had so much luxury on the ball. He was untrue, and they exploited it. And then when you look at the first goal, especially, I mean, why is McGinn so a free man?
Yeah, that's the issue, isn't it?
He's a free man. No, and this is why we've been so shy at corners and free kicks. To have him free like that, it was a given. I mean, not being funny. I mean, Dermot's gone there, but when you look at the when they played Liverpool, the fact that Richarlison got the equaliser was the fact of, again, Liverpool was shy at defending. If it weren't for that, it's not a goal, and all of a sudden Liverpool win that game. But for us,
and it had to be shite defending for Richarlison to get a goal because he don't really get a goal.
And that's it, Budge. You know what I'm saying? But when you look at that McGinn one of that, it was the fact of
why is nobody closing him down?
We don't do
that's
that.
That's what I want to know.
That's the thing. Yeah, we don't. This is our whole problem for the whole season, and it's
well-worked free kick, that right?
Oh,
but
definitely.
We're just so slow to react to it, right? It gets played.
Yeah, close him down.
And then across the box. We never tried to close the ball at any point.
Yeah, but the problem is, though, right? Why are we lazy? Why are we slow? We've had a week off. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and this is like Villa played 72 hours ago, and West Ham haven't played since last Saturday night. So West Ham have had 6 days off to prepare for this game, right? And for me, it baffles me. It really does that you can go there and you can defend against Manchester City the way you did, and then you go to Villa and you can't defend for Toffee.
Yeah, what? When we had Nuno as manager, one thing he always did was close teams down to get onto the counter attack.
Yeah.
So why are you not closing McGinn down on his shot to manage to get your counter attack? That's kind of weird for me because that's what Nuno always did.
The thing is, West Ham, he's trying to play a counter attacking system with no speed. That's right. Pablo, I don't want to knock the kid because I feel Pablo's come into the equation. Tatty's not a centre forward; he's a 10. Like it's very jumbled up, and for me, like if you go with the 3 at the back, and like what you've worked on all week, like you know what I'm saying, like anyone who's done any sort of like prep work before the job. It's like going in and looking, thinking, right, you're going to plaster that ceiling, right? And then you change it. You go, no, I'm just going to paint it. Do you know what I'm saying? I was going to paint over it, like, and see if I can get away with it. Like, you don't, like, you've got to go with what you've done all week, and everyone knows, everyone's drilled everything. I don't know why Freddie Potts started today. That's another thing that, like, Kante's done a hell of a lot more recently, and for some reason Potts starts over him, which I can't work out.
Yeah.
And I'm not being funny or nothing, but I think Traore actually showed something today as well.
I was going to say that. I mean, what I liked about Traore when he came on and that was he give it a go. And when I think it was a throw to us, and he threw the ball down onto the floor.
Yeah.
You know, the passion he showed in that is the frustration. That for me said a million things.
That was almost along the similar lines to when Skamaka said, "Yeah, we're playing shit," and they're not actually listening to the governor. You know, it was kind of like that to me.
Got like 45 minutes in, and that's why he didn't start. That's what I reckon.
Yeah. Mandy, as she said, I have to everyone. Will Spurs survive will now depend on whether they sack Tudor or not. Well, I think Dermot was open to find out if there was any news coming through. I don't think, and he'll tell you this as well. When you're down in the mire, we've been there many a time. But when you're down in the mire, and especially looking at Spurs at the moment, I don't think they could buy a win for love nor money. I don't know if you feel the same.
Yeah, but don't forget they've got 2 weeks. Oh, let me get this right. I think it's 3 weeks before they play again.
3 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, because they've got no FA Cup game. So they've got plenty of time to go round and find a manager. The only problem where I look at Dermot's side and I look at our side is if they get a new manager in who is Tottenham related and they get a manager bounce, then that's it. Right, they will win 2 or 3 games and they will get clear. Do you know what I mean? That's the only fear I've got, and this is where it goes back to us because we're not out of it. Like, do you know what I mean? And it only takes one weekend where these teams win, we draw a game, and we could be 4 points behind them. And then it's a problem.
The thing is, I've said that, like, if you go down, you can lose the owners being the problem. But like you've already said, when I've said that they're not going to go anywhere. And as a fan, it's massively important that you get somebody who's an owner that actually cares about your football club as much as you do. And you look at Marinakis, he's made his mistakes and all that kind of stuff, but he does genuinely care about our club.
Yeah, but the only thing is with yous is that the longer yous are in that competition, the better it is for us, because I don't think yous will be able to maintain like win consistently.
Yeah, the performance levels,
performance level, yeah. So I think there's going to come a time where the longer Forest are in it, the better it is for the teams down the bottom there. Do you know what I mean? I think the moment Forest come out of it, then, you know, with us, it doesn't really affect us, the FA Cup, because it is 1 game a week, right? Whereas it ain't 2 games in a week. It ain't like on Thursday night you're in Portugal or somewhere. Do you know what I'm saying? And you've got to travel back on the Thursday night, and you've got to prepare for a trip to Newcastle on the Sunday or something. So, you know, I think there's a lot of scenarios that can happen, right? I looked at Leeds last night. I think they're grinding points away, but they're not winning their home games.
No.
I think the moment they start not picking up points at home, right, i.e. 3 points, then I think that becomes a bit of a problem. But do you know what? I just hope it's a wake-up call for us. I think what it is, we've lived on this wave at the minute of being great, but we're not great at the minute. Do you know what I mean? It's bad today.
True. Good evening to West Ham old man. He's saying after today, I can't see us beating the Wolves.
It did
They're
hurt
a bit
really
like
bad.
Villa. No, tippy-tappy football. So interesting. Been a big cap, Jesus. Maddie's saying Wolves are better at home than away. Good show from James Lamper and good evening, afternoon from him, shall I say. Not making excuses, but Villa is fighting for a top 4 position, which they're now in anyway.
I can't get on board with that, mate. Wolves absolutely hammered them. You know what I mean? I know Wolves hammered us, but like, what? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what it is, you can't keep putting in that what these teams are doing, because Manchester United were unbeaten in 4 when we played them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you know, we're gonna have to turn it. We're gonna have to turn a team over that we're not expected to beat.
You never know,
Arsenal.
mate.
The thing is, you can't disrespect any team. I've
not at
never
all.
disrespected any team. I don't care who it is. Never
Well,
disrespect any team.
I think if you look at it today, yeah, the clear example, I think, today of that, what you just said there, and that I think was Arsenal, because I thought they had that game under in the bag.
Bro, that was shocking.
Yeah, but wouldn't you say though, Tone, that playing Villa today was the perfect time to play them?
Yeah.
Like, they haven't won a like, I understand what people are saying about their top 4 and all this, and I understand that. But if you want to pick a perfect time in the season to play Aston Villa,
Totally agree on that, James.
right? That they haven't won a game in the Premier League since God knows when. They
But
played
the Europa game did give them a little bit of confidence on winning that.
He's still
they had the game Thursday night, didn't they?
Yeah.
You still got to play it though, yeah, ain't you? Like, you still got to play the game and play the occasion and prep for that, and then have a rest
winning
day.
gives mentality. If you keep winning,
Right.
it gives the mentality of winning. So
Of course, but Villa's not been in that position. Yeah, that's the thing. They've been very indecisive the last couple of games. And yes, the cup game, the Europa game has given them that little bit of confidence.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they've won in Europe and lost in the league, and won in Europe and lost in the league, and won in Europe and lost in the league.
That's
So,
the thing.
you know, I know you're saying it gives them confidence, but actually, I agree with James. They played Thursday night. They had all the pressure of the European game. They've been struggling in the Premier League. I think it was a good time to go and play Villa. And I just think Nuno, I know he had the setback, but even with that, I think he's just set us up so poorly today, and I don't think it was a good performance.
There you go.
But I really think that Nuno, like Pablo out on the left, it just wasn't working. He put him there. That is, I agree, not the number 9. Jared Bowen at right back for large parts of the first half, and he was actually getting doubled up on. He had 2. How can we have Wan-Bissaka inside of him, and Jared Bowen in the right back position, and Bowen's got 2 men and asking for help around it? I mean, for me, I think this is tactically we were awful today, and I think the players did not execute the game very well at all. But they were set up like that, and it just baffles me.
I would love to know what was said in that dressing room in regards to tactics the moment Sadibo went down. Like, I'd love to be a fly on the wall and hear what they were saying, because to go and I know I'm bringing the system up because the system's everything in football. Like, if you're set up in a certain way and then you change it an hour before, then it ain't going to work well, is it? Let's be real. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'd love to know what it is. It was that Paco saying, no, let's go 4-3-3. Like, maybe Paco's talked him into it, or maybe Nuno wanted to change it and just put another centre half there. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but to set up the way he did and allow the game to go the way it did, Bowen is a right wing back. Like, it just, you know what I mean? There's criticising Bowen.
Sticks in the throat, doesn't it?
And it does, because, you know, I felt like today there was something there. Like,
I think we should. Yeah, I agree on that. But look at it this way as well. When you look at the Bowen situation, and this is me just saying it, is it the fact that Bowen had to do it because he knew full well Wan-Bissaka didn't fit that, and he had to do twice the amount of work to cover that area as well?
Someone told me this, Tone, right, recently. They watched Carl Walker-Peters in the FA Cup game against Brentford, I think it was, right? And they said how Walker-Peters and Bowen worked together was brilliant. Yeah. Aaron Wan-Bissaka goes forward, checks his run, goes backwards. right? He does not overlap this man anymore, and that is and I suggest to anyone go and watch back a few games where Bowen and Cole Walker-Peters is bombing forward, and Bowen can find him, and it opens the space up for West Ham.
Yeah.
The issue is with Wan-Bissaka, and I even done it on the player rankings video I just done about an hour ago. I said, like, how much space does Wan-Bissaka want to walk into and allow people at the back post just to come round the back and just... How many goals have we conceded from a back post position this year?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It's a hell of a lot.
Way too many.
He was ambling about at times today as well. I didn't like that. It's not even like he was asked to do a job he was unfamiliar with or whatever else. But he applied himself and did his best. He was jogging about. We talk about a fight in the team, and we have had that in recent weeks. I firmly believe that we have had.
No,
that.
totally.
We didn't have any today.
That to me is ridiculous, because like when you're in that relegation zone, you just want that win. You just want that win.
Yeah.
And you want all your players to fucking want that win. And if they don't want that fucking win, then they need to get out of the shirts. And that has always been my mindset. If you don't want to go for it, and you don't want to do it for my club, and don't want to do it for my badge, get the fuck out of the side.
Yeah, make it right on that.
Absolutely.
I mean, look, we're not saying that we're knocking the whole, the way the team is, and I think, but today's setup was wrong, and I think that's the main thing that kind of grates me more than anything else. Than that is the fact that there wasn't any kind of, apart from one or two players that kind of, Troy was one of them that wanted to get St. out of the game. It was a fact of collectively as a team, it wasn't good enough. I mean, like Lawrence has kind of summed up in there. Today was a day when we didn't sharpen it. That's ridiculous. Did we practice that hard with a free back two wing backs? We couldn't adjust, and he's pissed by the performance. And I think that's the thing, it's the performance more than anything else. Because I agree with James,
lack of.
We could have got St. out of this game, even if it was a point. That would have made a bit of a difference.
I just think there's ways of losing for me. Right, some people will overlook it and say, well, listen, like, Spurs are shit, right? We can catch them and all this game, and have that sort of toxic positivity, I call it, right? But I'm a realist, right? And the thing is, if you turn up and play shit, they've got to be called out for it. And Nuno's got to be called out for it, I'm afraid. And I know it's hard when people don't like that and can't accept that. But at the end of the day, I just feel like Villa turned up and they had a kick about and they won, and that was it. Like,
comfortable today. They were at any point we really stretched them. We didn't, not at all. They were comfortable across the back. They played it around. They really tore us apart at times. Could have scored more goals. There's no question of that.
Yeah,
we were just poor today, and they were decent. But I think we gave them room to play. They said thank you very much. We were a bit better second half when we sort of switched to a bit more of that familiar 4-4-2, and I just think he should have set up like that from the off.
I think the goal.
I don't know.
I think the second goal killed West Ham. Obviously, I know it's like sort of like I'm stating the obvious, but we was actually doing all right up until that second goal goes in. Once that second goal goes in, the game was dead. Like, do you know what I mean? And we're all.
No, true.
I don't know about you, Tone, but I was going through the motions. I was like, yeah, just let's end this quickly because,
it
was ridiculous.
That was a thing for me, James. It was, and what Jeff also said there. We just sat back too much. We allowed Villa to come in. They were controlling it quite easy, and even when you think that was even going into the final third of our half, they had so much room to get there. And we didn't really close things down. We put a little bit of pressure on here and there, and it was them inconsistency as it was. Lawrence, I am getting there, mate. I know, yes, I'm a bit slower than our defence. Colin saying Wolves 3 points, Everton 3 points, Leeds 3 points, Palace 1 point, Newcastle 1 point, Brentford 1 point, Arsenal 3 points, and that's what he's seeing.
He's ever the optimist.
Yeah, with 15th or something. If we do that,
yeah. You imagine that. Wolves smashed Villa, and then Villa smashed us. Yeah, exactly, Troy. That's the problem, isn't it? Thank you, Des. Yeah, smash the likes, guys, and don't forget all the people on the panel here. Don't forget their channels as well if you can as well.
Nice.
Pierre Tom said, if Arsenal could only win one thing this season, what would you prefer? The league, FA Cup, or the Champions League? I mean, for me, I think for
I'd
them,
like to see him at the top of the goals conceded chart, to be fair.
It could all go to shit now.
Yeah,
It could all go to shit after that cup final.
true. I mean,
All
I
how
think
it
most
works, mentality.
if
Would
Pep's
it
still in
be-
the channel, I think it would be probably the league and everything else.
Would you
Yeah.
would you say it's the most, if they bottle it, it's the worst bottling of all time?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
has to be, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll be honest, it was the worst cup final I've ever seen in my life. It was so one-sided.
Yeah, no.
Mm.
I got to be honest. I was watching it, yeah, and I was like, I can't believe how bad they were.
Mm.
Don't get me wrong, but I thought City know how to win. That's the thing, and
Yep.
you know,
That's
and they
exactly the point.
and Arsenal don't know how to win in
Yeah.
big games.
Yeah.
All
Well,
of
I
us
They'll
think
win the league, I
Arteta,
reckon.
Arteta doesn't know how to win.
No, he's a garbage. He's a twat. He's a clown.
Yeah, but ironically, when you think about it, like I said to Jed, I mean, you know, considering Arsenal had more shots than what City did in the first half,
Yeah,
you know, City didn't even register a single shot.
Shocking, Trudge.
You know, but all it takes was to just turn that screw one little turn, and the City just looked off.
Mate, it was like a kid that tries to do something, and then his mum slaps him down and stops him doing something. That was the way that game went.
sounds like
And
my
then
life.
City went with-
Sounds like my life, it does. But
That's
not
exactly
me,
the
mum.
way-
That's me, missus. Beating the shit out of me. You know what I mean? I blinked 3 times. You know what I mean? For help.
Just love this from West Ham old man. He goes, the man in the middle, that was Jeff at one point. Looked like he's got an Egyptian headdress on with that scarf behind his head.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Right, Tone, I'm going to have to make a move, Tone. But, gentlemen, it's
Yeah.
been a pleasure. All right.
James, pleasure as always.
Cheers, James. See you soon, mate.
Have a
Good
good
night,
one. Be
James.
safe.
James,
Be
hope you
well.
guys stay up. I do hope
Yeah,
you guys
well, you know,
stay up.
fucking hell. One of us are going to go down. The end of season Sunday night takeaway is going to be fucking right depressing for one of us. I know that. So. Do you know what I mean? Plenty of
James.
whiskey, lads. That'll sort it
Yeah,
out. But,
absolutely.
Yeah.
right,
Pleasure,
take
mate.
it easy. All the
And you.
best.
Good seeing you.
Take care.
Righto,
Take
mate.
care.
Lounge
I'm not
into
going to be
the-
far long behind him.
No,
either,
no,
because
we will be coming.
Yeah,
You know, we're coming to near enough the. We're an hour and 42 at the moment, so
Right.
I'll get to the chat by 10 o'clock tomorrow night. We'll be all right.
You do too much work, Tom. I mean, I could never manage your work rate ever.
I'm good, man. You know that. I mean, like, you know, you don't look this good at my age. Who says that? I don't know. Oh, yeah.
You don't look this good at
I
all.
think you should finish that sentence, though, Tone.
I
You
think
don't look this good at my age.
I think that's
Without. Yeah, that's
I
the
think it's
one,
drink.
mate, without
That's
a doubt.
what it is.
That's it, mate.
I think that's just drink. Just going to go with Lawrence as always. Thank you very much for the super chat. He's saying
Oh,
Listen,
Lawrence is
Lawrence,
there all the time.
we're
bless
not
him.
done yet. Also, the panel besides that mug with a hat ready to rob a gas station, cover your eyes. Absolutely. The love Lawrence has got from Michael Chelsea is unreal. It's really,
It's all in good faith.
oh, man.
Yeah, there's.
Appreciate that as well. Lawrence, as always, thank you very much, sir. Let me just catch up with some of the comments here. Where are we? Got a while to go yet. I'll go down there. There's
I do hope you guys stay up, and I mean that. as well.
Yeah, I think it's
I
in
know
our
we do
hands.
as well. I mean, it's not cut and dry just because we've got to win. We've still got to keep it going. Still got
And
to
this is the thing. I mean, when you look at Leeds are not out for it as well. I mean, it's still close.
No.
You're a point behind them now. Yeah, they might be grinding out results, but at the same point, they're also not actually scoring as well. They've gone off the ball slightly, not much, but they have. Big up to Ekim as well. That unexpected change for the game through the lads. Yeah, absolutely. Big up to ENR as well. Villa players had so much space today. It was untrue. They walked through our midfield all game. Nuno worries me. Clearly, it was all wrong in the first half, and it took an age to try and make the changes. Yeah. Pablo is slow, they're saying as well. Let's try and catch up with some of the comments.
This is misused today, Pablo.
Yeah, I think so as well.
He what? Sorry.
He looked totally misused today, Pablo.
Yes. Yes. And the thing is, you don't have to have pace to be a decent player. That's not the most important thing. Exactly. I mean, look at Mark Noble. He weren't exactly a fucking 100-metre runner, was he? But you wouldn't have taken him out of the team at any point. He was important. He was integral. Okay, yeah, he was the captain, but he was integral to the way we played. And Pablo could be that man. Not a Mark Noble, but he could be integral to the way we play because he has got the energy and he's got the desire to go for the ball, which we haven't seen for a while.
Goals aside, because he hasn't scored a goal yet, and he really desperately needs to start chipping in with some goals. But the other parts of his game, he has made a difference. He's made a difference to our team. But today, just in a
misused.
Yeah,
misused.
But that's kind of not his fault, right? That is down on Nuno today.
Yeah, he's right. Yeah.
True. I mean, look, this is good from West Ham old man. Where has the Wan-Bissaka from last season gone? I mean, he won Hammer of the Year. We're seeing the complete polar opposite to him.
Yeah,
he looked lost today. He was all over the place.
I mean, I've been in Wan-Bissaka ever since the moment he walked through the door. But right now, I'd be playing Cole Walker-Peters in front of him right now.
Yeah. Mandy's asking the question, do we know what injured players are due back in 3 weeks for Spurs?
Rumours Kudus might be back, but I can't see how match
Madison
would be. And Bergvall, is it?
Bergvall, isn't it? Yeah, he's supposed to be, yeah.
Madison's on his way back as well.
Yeah, that's true. We've gone from having a slow defender to having a slow attack.
Getting 3-0, so who cares?
That's all that matters. There was been a question.
At least that Conor Gallagher hasn't done very well for Tottenham, has he?
No,
that's a good thing.
Just kind of
the weird thing about Conor Gallagher is when fucking Frank signed him, he said like he's always there for the finish. He's a great finisher and all this, that, and the other. I've never seen that with Conor Gallagher. I've seen him challenging and getting around people. Never seen him as a great finisher.
Chipped in with a few goals for Palace, I think, didn't he?
That was about it. Yeah.
He wasn't a great finisher, though, was he?
Yeah, he got 2 against us, didn't he, in a game a couple of years back.
Yeah, but I think it's Palace where he found his form, wasn't it, Jeff? I think it was, all the other clubs he's gone to, he hasn't really done that well. I mean, for me, Gallagher's become the new Holberg, and that he loves going down on the deck and chewing grass for some particular reason.
Hey, what about the game Newcastle against Sunderland, the second derby, the big derby, and that's a double. That's a double on them this season.
And and that was at St James's Park as well, wasn't it? I mean, that was a great result for Sunderland to come out of that. And this is where we talk about our clubs. I mean, when you look at Newcastle, they're another one that's very up and down. They do surprise you at some point, really do.
Yeah. They stay in there, though. They stay in there. That's the main thing, isn't it?
Yeah. But Sunderland, I mean, look, you know, fair play to them. You know, considering
Fantastic season.
they went off the ball slightly, this now is giving them the lift. Excuse me.
Everyone talking about the Spurs players that are coming back, but Kinski's going to be their goalkeeper for the rest of the season now, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, I just wonder. I don't really rate Vicario that much, but
no, he's not
he's
great.
head and shoulders above Kinski, and Kinski's got to be in a little bit of the Hermansen headspace when he was falling apart at the start of the season after that Champions League display.
Yeah.
He's going to be right thrown in amongst the pit now, isn't he? So that could play to our advantage and against Tottenham. And yeah, hopefully, I don't want to wish anything on the young lad, right? You know, and destroy him. But I wouldn't mind if he made a couple of mistakes in his first game.
Yeah.
And they get beat, and then, you know, his confidence gets lower and lower. And yeah, they're falling apart, ain't they, Spurs? So I just think if they get a win, put a couple of results back to back, I think we're in trouble. After today, I haven't seen the game, but losing 3-0 to Forest is like, that's disastrous for them.
Well, I think
and now they've lost their goalkeeper.
I think it was the Awonyi goal, Yeti, where Vicario went underneath his body. He should have saved it. Went underneath his body for the. Was that the third?
Yeah, it was Morgan White. Morgan White was like so much space in the middle. Nobody was anywhere near him. So he just plays the ball he just puts the ball into Vicario. He gets it with his hand, but it still goes into the net because of the power that's on him.
Yeah. No, I mean, look, great performance from you guys. You can't knock that. And I think what Jeff's saying there with Kinski coming in, that is going to be. It's definitely going to be the advantage for our clubs having him in there. Look, Ekim summed it up quite there. Village squad depth show today because we had nothing really. We had that. Lawrence is saying, mates, Villa is a top 4 team. We played poor, need to play our best, which we didn't do today. And that's the simple as that. Emery has never lost 4 league games on a trot. Here you go.
Has he not? Not even when he was at Arsenal?
No.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, and you think.
Cheers, guys.
He's not here, mate. You could have done it to Dermo. When you think about it, even when he was at Arsenal, Budge, there was no faith in him.
No.
And he was never backed like Arteta has been, that's for sure.
No, he wasn't, but he's shown at Villa that he should have been. Had he have been, and he was still, I think Arsenal may have had a title by now.
True.
If they'd have kept him.
Good evening to Jose El Tel Cockerel. Evening, lads.
Evening, Jose.
Yes, mate. And I don't know how you're feeling about it, Jose, if you're still in the chat.
You
must be kind of thinking to yourself, how long is it before it comes along, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Good to see you as well, matey. Michael Chelsea. Before we wrap this up, just when you think you've got rid of this man, he's no longer in the background, he's out the way with, and then suddenly 10.something million Roman Abramovich comes back to haunt Chelsea again. What's your thoughts on that kind of thing?
You know what, Todd? I wish Roman Abramovich would come back to Chelsea, but the government are not gonna allow that, are they? You know what? When you're at the top, everything's never always going to be pucker tom. That's I think that's the way football is, isn't it? I mean, have Barcelona ever done it the right way in life? Have Real Madrid ever done that? No. I mean, at the end of the day, look, when you're at the top, you want the best players. Yeah. So Blueco have not done that out the goodness of their hearts, Tom. They haven't.
That's true. Yeah.
Always wanted to slag off Roman Abramovich right from day one. That's what they've always been about. Angelvis said it himself at the start, didn't he? said he bought the club because he hated Roman. So he don't love Chelsea anyway. None of blue collar don't. At least with Roman, he cared about us. He cared about the club.
True. Yeah, granted on that one. Definitely.
Whereas with this lot, they just want to make a profit. They want to make a quick buck.
Yeah. Interesting though, isn't it? Interesting that you thought you're done with him and that, and in the the government. Let's bring him back into the
you a
picture.
£10 million fine.
To blacken Roman's name, they'll do anything.
Of course. He'll still come out all right. Good evening to Eltel. He's an Everton fan. He says, "Do you think you stay up, or I do hope Spurs go and not got the fight?" Yeah, we're hoping we're going to stay up as well, mate. I think we've got a good chance of doing it anyway. So, welcome into the channel as well. Hope you're keeping good.
Got some breaking news time.
Go on. Is he gone?
Dimitri Payet has retired from football.
Yeah. Dimitri Payet.
Yeah, there you go. Retired.
Crazy.
Dear me. Let me just kind of go down because obviously, apologies to people in the chat. I'm just trying to find some comments. Frog's asking, hope Mama Flossie is okay as well. Yeah, we're all hoping that she's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, she is missed, on all the channels. Lawrence is saying, Budgie, love you, but Pablo's no noble. Too soon, but seems too slow and not finishing well today.
Yeah, Lawrence, I didn't say that he was a noble. What I'm saying is that similarly to Noble, he hasn't got pace, but he's got the desire, the fight, the drive. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, Frog's kind of.
I'm not comparing them as players. I'm just saying that I think that he's got the engine in him, like Noble had.
Let's look at like the Newcastle Sunderland game. They've got a double on Newcastle this season, and that's a derby. That's a fierce derby as well.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Well, if you look at that, I think the one thing that Sunderland have not had for quite a while is a manager that knows what he's actually doing.
Bro, this guy's good. This guy's good.
Yeah.
And yet he's been coming in under a little bit of pressure from some of the fan base,
of course,
with their recent run and I mean, you look at him.
Hi, Joey.
He's done a fantastic job for them there. But the expectations of fans, right? If you said to a Sunderland fan, "You'll be safe 10 games out from the end of the season," they'd have bit your arm off, wouldn't they? But then they were 7th in the league, and can we get Europe? And we've dropped a few points now, and let's start looking at the manager. And it's kind of crazy in a way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Get back into that. Be careful what you wish for scenario.
Absolutely.
Know about that gets banded around.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, who can we find to pick on this time?
Yeah. Who did you get that's going to do a better job at Sunderland than that Regis Lebree fella has?
Absolutely agree on that.
It's absolutely fantastic what they've done. I mean, when we came into the league, we was at the bottom of the league fighting to actually stay in. What Sunderland have done is fucking amazing. It's absolutely fucking amazing.
From day one, they've looked good. You know what I mean? They've looked like they're strong and they're not giving up the fight.
Yeah.
I think it comes down to
that's credit to the coaching and the manager, definitely.
Not only that though, but not only that, Budgie, they've actually got owners who actually, buy into the club.
Yeah.
That's
right.
Absolutely different.
That's right.
Jose saying he's looking forward to the 3-week break and going to Spain in a couple of weeks himself to relax. Good on you, mate. Yeah, it's good all the way around. Lawrence, as always, we know he's got this. Can I get a translator for Michael?
Lawrence, you're so naughty.
I can understand, right? Yeah. Is that
and the thing is, what you got to take into account is when you come into this league, if you're not about it and you're not doing the right things, these teams that come in here are gonna take over what you're doing. And that's down to our team. It's down to our team on what we've done. And it's down to other teams. It's not just about the fucking top 4.
No.
It's about teams challenging the top 4 and making sure that they make a point of deserving to be there. You know? Don't rest on your fucking laurels. Don't rest on your laurels and think you deserve all of it, because that's when you get fucked up. We've beat many fucking big teams, Liverpool and all those kind of teams have drawn against Arsenal. We ain't beat them bastards yet.
Yeah.
But we'll do it at some point.
I mean, I was hoping that we was going to get Liverpool fans in tonight, because it would have been interesting to listen to the context of those guys, but that'd be for another time. But as we've hit the 2-hour mark, can we start off by asking Yeti if you'd like to shout your channel out, mate, and what you got coming up before we wrap this up, please?
Yeah, Long J's Cave. Thank you for having me on. In my channel, we don't have many. I've got so many subscribers, but everybody that comes into the chat are absolute legends. Love every one of them to bits. I'm not bothered about being built up to being big or whatever. Don't give a fuck. I like real ones, and it's real ones that I have in my chat. So thank you for having me on again. Takeaway. Love West Ham. Don't want them to go down. Don't want us to go down as well. But I've got to always back my team against yours. It's always the way it goes. So, big up. Thank you.
You're welcome, mate, as always. Pleasure. Michael Chelsea, great to have you back, mate.
Yes, thank you for having me on, Tom. Of course, I'm on Rumble. I'm on YouTube now and started doing shorts on here again now. As always, Tom, Blue call out, get the whole lot out. I just want a new fucking ownership and I want a new bloody start again.
Brilliant.
I'm sick to death of this lot, Tom.
Yeah, you've been in there too long, haven't they? There's definitely a question here from usual. Do you think Eddie Howe is on thin ice?
I think it's been kind of mentioned in the mainstream media that he is, but I don't see why. He's been the best manager they've had since bloody the late 90s, to be fair, in my opinion. So I don't know. Yeah, he probably is on thin ice.
He's won a Carabao Cup, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I think he's on thin ice for the owners, but I kind of agree with Budgie. I don't really think he should be, and I think he's done a great job at that football club, and I really like him as a football manager, actually. I think the ownership will probably be looking for a bigger name. So where he's stumbling a little bit and stuttering a little bit, I think he could find himself in trouble.
It could be fatal for him, couldn't it? Definitely.
True. I mean, Budgie, let's shake yourself out before we all go.
Okay, mate, thank you. Obviously, I've got the channel Green Street Elites, which hasn't had a lot of content on it recently, but I am working on that. Also, Wednesday nights, I do my Old School Hammers on West Ham Network. And on a Tuesday night, I'm not usually, but I often appear with that man below me, young Jeffrey. So, that's where you'll find me. And obviously on here as well, on this channel. And we will be getting the Thursday night review back again.
Yep,
soon.
100%.
We will do indeed.
Can I just say one more thing, Tom?
Leave it. I've left. That's why I put the comments up. So no, don't need to say it, mate.
Rams for life. You are a piece of shit. You are a shit-shagging prick. Go away.
Been all right so far. Let's leave it. Like I said, Joe, that's why I put the comments up. Jeff, you'd like to shake yourself up before we wrap this up?
Yeah, lovely. Thanks, Tony. Thanks for having me on along with everyone else. Nice to share a platform with you. Yeah, we've got the Bowling Lounge. We usually do a Tuesday talk show. So lots of you come and join us anyway. But if you don't and you want to join in, it'd be lovely to have you on board. Do a few walk and talk videos with the dog, which a few people seem to be enjoying. So, and that's
She
about
makes
it.
more sense than you do half the time, Jeff.
Don't listen to me either. But no, we have a good crack with the chat on a Tuesday and talk about West Ham things.
Lovely.
No, thank you as well for coming in and that. And of course, not to forget Dermot from Tottenham Hotspur till he dies, and of course James from B20's own TV. As always, thank you very much for people in the chat. Sorry I didn't catch up with all the comments. We got there near the end anyway. Some interesting comments and chat about certain subjects throughout the whole evening. And hopefully this break is good for the teams to kind of get themselves a little bit back on track. We'll see. Hopefully West Ham can sort themselves out, which I think they will do. But don't forget, if you haven't already, go and see these people's channels. Make sure you hit the like button, share and subscribe.
Yeah.
Look after them as well. You know, us small guys got to look after each other as always.
Absolutely.
Lawrence says here, check out my after reaction clip on West Ham Unofficial. Will do indeed, Lawrence. Thanks for that. Yeah, definitely going on from there. And from that point, all I say is this. Have a good evening with the rest of it, what's left, and try and have a good week, because as we know, we ain't got no games to worry about. Thanks again, everyone.
I'm sending all the players on the panel for a pound. I'm sending all of them a pound.
I thought you said £300. Might just be after. No, I heard 300. Maybe it might be the headphones. I don't know.
That's what I heard, son.
That's what I thought as well, Budge. I thought I heard that as well.
Did you?
Yeah, mate. I've just booked my train ticket up to Nottingham to go and collect it.
Well, you can hear it, me. What you said.
We'll clip that. Anyway, good night, everyone. Take care.
Take care. Come on, you hands.
Come on.